Good morning. Why is it not on?
It's on. It's on. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Is it on now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I invite you to get centered. Let the chair hold you. It's very good for that. We'll take care of you. I invite you to put anything in your hands that you don't need, especially anything in your mind that you don't need right now. Your worries and concerns will be waiting for you if you want to pick them up later. Right now, we'll just get to that center place, that divine, amazing place that when we're quiet enough and still enough, we can easily find. As we bless this beautiful service and this gorgeous sunny day, appreciating everyone who helped put this service together. PowerPoint, sound, George and our guest drummer. Bless everyone, every soul that showed up here this morning, every soul that's connected to this place. We bless Reverend Miriam, knowing she is the voice of the divine this morning. As we open our hearts, open our minds to receive this message, if we're open, will touch us. There will be a word, there will be a phrase, there will be a message just for us. And we openly allow ourselves to receive that this morning. Joy and gratitude and much love. Bless this beautiful service. And so it is. Our reading this morning is Into Me See. Book for Daily Inspiration by Karen S. Weil. It's titled, Let Me Reveal Myself. It begins with a quote from Ernest Holmes. The greatest good that can come to anyone is forming within him or herself an absolute certainty of this relationship to the universe, forever removing the sense of heaven as being outside of oneself. Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind. Sometimes we carry the burden of a past so thick with shame and remorse that we think no one could possibly love us if they knew the truth about us. We are imprisoned, in a sense, by our guilt and our shame. Outwardly, we carry ourselves as if everything is all right. It seems like a great masquerade. We say to ourselves, if they only knew the truth about me, I would never be accepted by them. The truth of the matter is, our story is rarely so unique that it hasn't been heard 100 times before. The truth is that you are not your story, no matter how awful it seems to you and how much you feel it marks you for life. The rich fiber of your being is perfection and wholeness. We often project the guilt and shame of ourselves, of others onto ourselves, or we make some very bad choices before we know better. We are not bound forever by our history. We can consider it part of our learning that turns us into the understanding. We cannot consider it part of our learning that turns us into the understanding, compassionate person that we have become today. In other words, hard to believe, but perhaps it was all a gift. Your excuse for poor living is gone. You have no excuse. The choice for great living is yours to make. The question becomes, are you going to make that choice or continue to bemoan your fate until the end of your time on this planet? Let me reveal myself, the truth of me as the divine emanation of God. I release my story, my faulty thinking, my unbelief. I am enraptured by the great God who loves me unconditionally. I am enraptured and fulfilled to overflowing with God's love. And our affirmation is, I release any idea of myself as less than perfect. I accept the truth of my divine and whole nature. I rest in God. Do that one at a time. I release any idea of myself as less than perfect.
I release the idea of myself
It's less than perfect.
With feeling. I accept the divine truth I accept the truth of my divine holy nature. I accept the truth
Truth,
of
my divine nature.
Easy for me to say. I rest in God.
I rest in God. And so it is.
Wow, did that fit or what?
Yeah.